Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? You already know what it is, man. This be your boy, the Real DJ Show, man.
It's your girl, Inkwell J. What's poppin'?
What's good with it? Man, breaking news. You know what I mean? The mother lost her son today. You know what I mean? And then the world lost a dope artist. You dig?
Kids lost their father.
Kids
lost her husband.
You know what I mean? It's like, when is shit gonna stop to some senseless shit, bro? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on in the world today? You know what I mean? You got young Dolph, you know what I mean? That just like got slain. You know, getting some, you know what I'm saying? Like,
going to get some cookies for his mom.
Getting some cookies for his fucking mom, bro.
That's heartbreaking. Like, and he had just done an advertisement for that bakery 7 days ago. Like, he had just done a little promo. And I can only imagine, like, you know what I mean? We've done promos for food companies before, local in LA. And what's up? We've done promos for food companies in LA, and they've given us sometimes 24 cookies, you know, and we pass them around to friends and family and all that kind of stuff. And we've done the promotion part, and then I can't even imagine like reconnecting with that person I just did promo with and dying in that person's parking lot. Like, you know, that just seems such a heartbreaking thing. Like, yeah, man, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, so you already know young Dolph, you know, he's been shot before. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. And he also, like, you know, he had it was in LA, I believe it was. He had 100 shots aimed, like, you know, directed at his vehicle. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, bulletproof. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, just that one time that you could be caught slipping could fuck you over. You feel what I mean? And that was that one time. You know, all you do is take one time. You know what I'm saying? So be careful out there. You know what I mean? He was in his own hometown. You know what I'm saying? Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I mean?
He was going to pick up cookies at Makeda's bakery. And then that's a bakery that a lot of people have gone to. Like, I've heard about that bakery before. I didn't know it was very popular or heavy populated like that. But when he went to go get these cookies, and as he's going back to his vehicle, what happened? It sounded like people started to just start shooting.
I don't know what they said. Basically, he was in the store, and they said they'll shoot in, like, into the store. Like, that's why you see the glass.
Even more heartbreaking because it puts more people at risk. Like, that makes me think the store owner, this wonderful woman who is excited to have young Dolph. He's a beacon in the community. You know, people, he's known for giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Like, all of this love that he's given to his community. I even just read a story where he gave a fan a Lamborghini. And when she sold the Lamborghini a year later, he commented, "Get paid." When we all know that other artists would have been like, "See, this is why we don't do shit for the community. They just gonna want. They want it." But it's like he wanted people to win, you know. And a wife lost her husband, kids lost their father, a mother lost her son. You know, the community is really reeling from this loss. It's really, really sad. What did you say happened at the bakery?
At the bakery, he was getting the cookies. No, they say basically they were shooting into the bakery. Sure.
Did you have a picture that you wanted to show them?
Oh yeah, that what you meant? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got a picture right here. Another picture I'm gonna show y'all in a minute.
Yeah.
But just a sidebar, young Dolph is also known, you know what I'm saying, for some dope ass records. You know what I'm saying. My favorite one is Major. You know what I mean? Then my two song. That's Major. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like every time that I bumped that one, it's like, damn, my car just got clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's Major. Oh, I'm in a rental. That's better than my shit that I originally drive.
That's Major.
That's Major. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, like, usually, man, like they say, you know, the tragedy happens in your own city. You dig me? So like Nipsey. Shit happened to Nip, you know what I'm saying, in his own hometown. Same shit that happened with my nigga Young Dolph in his hometown. Same thing that happened with Chainz drugs. Yeah. Like, the list could go on. Jam Master Jay, the list could go on and on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got envious, jealousy, or old dirt might even come back at you to haunt you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I feel like the best thing to do, man, is like when you get your paper, get the fuck out the city. You know what I mean? It's probably somebody that knew him. And mind you, this nigga used to be a barber. You feel what I'm saying? That's major. Like going from a barber to that, you know, your network is niggas know you from the city. You know what I'm saying? And he also had beef with I know. I'm not saying, but I know what's his name, Black Youngster, originally had something to I guess like with that shooting or something. They tried to tie him into that. Not this one, but it's just crazy because
somebody said they shot up Black Youngster's mama's house today.
No way.
Somebody on Twitter said they shot up Black Youngster's mama's house today. It just went on Twitter like 15 minutes ago. I just saw that. So it's like something's going on. That's why when you say it's got to be somebody you know, it's got to be somebody they know. And I may not be a Boosie supporter. I may not be a Boosie fan, but Boosie did not lie. Most rappers die in their hometown, you know? It's like you think you're invincible. You think you can just walk through anywhere, do anything. And the fact about it is you can't. That's not real anymore. You know, I think a lot of part of our culture is we want to think like we should be able to give back to our community. But we have to remember that our community is still healing from things that we didn't do. Did you get it confirmed?
Yo, yeah. They said, all right, look, I'm going to show y'all what motherfuckers are saying. They saying, you can't go ahead.
So it says, repost. Cousins, y'all send a prayer for the city of Memphis. If you haven't heard, Memphis rapper Young Dolph was killed in broad daylight at a Black-owned cookie store. Black Youngster, another rapper's grandmother's house was shot up. Yo Gotti's mother restaurant, Privé, was shot up as well. And within the last 2 hours, our city is not okay. It's a war, and who knows what else is to come. 2 major concerts are supposed to be here this weekend. I'm staying home and crafting. This ish is sad. Now, you know what that makes me think of, right?
What's that? Because
I saw a video on Twitter of a woman who was basically speaking like, she kept saying, who passed that law? Who passed that law? And the law that she's speaking of is the permitless carry law that got passed 5 days ago in Memphis. I mean, not 5 days ago, 5 months ago. And a permitless carry law means that you do not have to have a permit to carry a weapon. It's open carry, non-concealed weapon. And that law passed 5 months ago. But if you want to build a perspective, everybody's always talking about what are they hiding? What are they hiding? You know, the things that they're doing to pull the wool over our eyes. And I think people are distracted by the wrong things. Because if you really think about it, a city like Memphis doesn't need an open carry, permitless carry law. They don't need that. They need stricter laws on gun control in areas like all major cities, because who needs an AR-15? We saw what an AR-15 did, and that person's on trial shaking hands with the judge.
But then again, shit, you probably do need, because what's that? Is Memphis? Where's that at? Is that like the racist? Is that a racist city?
I feel like the laws need to be stricter. Rather than having a permitless carry law where anybody can carry, they need to be stricter in that you need to go through certain kind of courses, certain kind of classes, learn how to carry a gun. Because if you think about how they teach gun carry laws in other nations and other countries, you learn how to carry a gun from childhood. You have a better respect and appreciation for a gun. It's not a toy. You realize it's only for self-defense. You know when to pull it out, when to put it back, and yada, yada, yada. You know how to keep your gun controlled when you learn how to control your guns. But we live in a nation where that's not a fact. Like, we do not have any control over the weapons. And so because there's no control, we all for sure need to be armed. But a permitless carry law, like no permit, like children, 19 years old, fresh out of high school, you know what I mean? Like strolling through the city. And it's like, of course, we're in a pandemic. We're in a global pandemic where everybody is hungry right now. What do people think? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? People deserve to be able to protect themselves with the weapons that they have, because that is a law and that is how America has always been. Sure and great and fine. But at the same time, if we're not healing from any of the traumas and then we're throwing weapons in the hood, does nobody remember what happened in the crack era? Like, it wasn't called the bloody 80s of Los Angeles for no reason. It was called the bloody 80s. That's like anybody who had family who grew up in LA who survived the 80s, they called it the bloody 80s. Like people were dying. We had a sickness of crack and people were dying. So I just feel like we have a sickness of poverty right now and people are gonna die if we don't do something to like put some control over what's going on. Yo Gotti, or not Yo Gotti, Young Dolph shouldn't have been in that situation. Now you got Yo Gotti and Black Youngsters families at risk. Something else is going on. And they gave a permitless carry law in the city of Memphis. What does that look like to y'all?
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, Memphis, is that the same place 3 6 Mafia from?
6 Mafia.
I
I
think
thought that was Georgia.
No, I think they're from Memphis.
Am I just thinking of a movie that was filmed in Georgia?
Yeah, you probably think of AO DJ, man.
Oh, yeah. Memphis, Tennessee.
I forgot the name
right.
of the DJ.
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow.
That is Memphis, Tennessee. You're right.
But it's just crazy, man, because like you already know, like, especially in this rap game, it's just like a lot of this shit is personal. You dig what I'm saying? Like you just heard the exchange that happened with people as far as like the rappers that happened to niggas' moms' restaurants, niggas' mama house.
Right.
Even if that wasn't them niggas that did that shit, they do have a history of beefing.
Yeah.
Young Dolph talked about, you know, sleeping with Yo Gotti mom, and I think at one point they was even cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's sad though, because it's like, watch the niggas that you know, nigga. Only time to tell them niggas will still be cool. You feel what I mean?
That's a real thing though.
No,
I was actually speaking about that a little bit on Instagram today when I was talking about like authenticity and how like you have to be who you are around people or you're not gonna be around the right kind of people. Like if you're fake, you might attract other fake people because you're not being who you are, you know? So like it's really important that like people know who you are and like what your experience is so that they can respect that. Because if they're not respecting what your experience is, then y'all always gonna be hating on each other. Everybody's gonna be hating on each other. Who wins?
Right. That's real. So man, as you look, so I'm gonna tell you something about this picture first and foremost, right? I know y'all can see it, you know, y'all can resize it or whatever. But as I'm taking a look at this picture, this shit is out of order anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Like the thing that's out of order is you got a camouflage Lamborghini in the middle of a hood. You feel what I'm saying? The hood, first of all, you're not in Beverly Hills, your state, your city. You know what I mean? You and a nigga, my dad drive a Challenger, nigga. That nigga went in the store, came out, this shit was gone. You feel what I'm saying? In broad daylight. So first off, you got all this money, you're a rapper, I understand you grew up there, you probably feel comfortable. Sometimes you're like, yo, I need this breather, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you could have DoorDashed some cookies and it's still been here.
Yeah, you know like I feel like you didn't have nobody on your team to go get it for you. You know, nobody couldn't have run that errand for your mom. You didn't have nobody who could have called, hey, go to Makedas real quick and go get these cookies for my mom real quick and run them to my mama's house. Like, you didn't have nobody to do that for you. I think about that all the time with artists who die in situations just like this. Like, I thought the same thing with Nipsey. Like, Nip didn't have nobody that could have done that, run that errand for him. You know what I mean? He didn't have nobody that could have done that for him. And it's so much of this, I got to stay connected to the hood. But for how many decades? I don't even have to say years. How many decades have we been saying the hood don't love you? Because we have to remember the hood is not just the people that we love and that we grew up with. You know what I mean? Like the hood is the entire neighborhood.
Right.
The entire neighborhood. All of it is sick. Everybody is struggling. Everybody's trying to figure it out. And you come through with a camouflage Lamborghini. Like.
Right.
You know, people see that. That's not a car that's driving up the street all the time. That's not a car that drives up the street every day. That is not a typical vehicle. You stand out. And that was the whole point of becoming famous, to stand out.
Right.
Why would you want to work so hard to fit in if you work so hard to stand out?
Right.
I just don't get it. Like, you want your Lamborghini to be seen? Yeah. It's seen.
Shit fucked up. It's just like, man, shit like that could be avoided, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you got Instagram, you know, niggas want to show up, nigga, I'm on your block. What you gonna do? It's like, nigga, what's the point, man?
What is the point? Aren't you supposed to be making music?
Like, you know what I mean? But I understand that who is blocked, nigga was probably comfortable, like you said, see, right? You can't be too comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
His car is a marked car.
Yeah.
Like, if you see somebody in a car that's noticeable, not everybody that's that you know, not everybody in the hood ain't gonna have that car. They may have a Monte Carlo. You know, they might have a Honda, the shit. They might have a Toyota, might have a Benz. Not everybody's gonna have a camouflage wrapped Lamborghini, bro.
Right? Especially that particular color, you stand out.
It costs more than 2 houses, 3 in that city. Like it costs more than a whole block.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the city, but it ain't California, bro.
It's not.
So you feel what I'm saying?
It's
like
not.
Niggas 18 is owning houses and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, dude, bro, it's just like, imagine how many years it took him to get out there, like, you know what I'm saying, to actually get his dream together, bro, and his life ends in 1 second. Like, it took him the last time to get up out of there. Like, it's just shit weak, bro. Like
someone saw you pull up, you know, someone saw him pull up to that spot. Girl said he got him earlier. So, like, it's just, I would never be that comfortable. I think everybody always thinks about what their lives would be like if they had that level of fame. Like, would I be so famous that I could still be comfortable coming in my hood? And I'm like, how is the answer of that yes? How is the answer to that yes?
Man.
We dealt with jealousy over having Jordans. And you think that you gonna come through in the neighborhood with hella bread and a nice ass car, and that same jealousy not gonna manifest? Like, we are 2 years into a pandemic where like more than half of the nation either quit or lost their jobs entirely. Niggas is too hungry. You know what I mean? Niggas is too hungry to be like, niggas are too hungry to remain inspired.
Damn, she said every car he owns was camouflage.
Hey,
Showing hell wasn't a no limit soldier, nigga. You know
Not
what I'm saying? Shit, nigga. It wasn't like you was in Louisiana having camouflage everything, nigga. It's like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yep. You know it's him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's real. And that's really
like,
real.
Dude, if you want to do that, do it in a rich or white neighborhood where niggas don't know you. Like, oh, you're young Dolph, or niggas do know you and just embrace you. I'm not saying cater to the white people, but at the end of the day, niggas, you know what I'm saying? You got to find the right niggas. You feel what I'm saying? If you with your niggas, stay with your niggas. But I'm saying, go somewhere where you're not known, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying be racist towards your own kind. What I'm saying is, bro, if you from somewhere, nigga, and it's like a poverty kind of stricken area, bro, it's crab buckets in a barrel, however you want to put it. You know what I mean? They all gonna try to bring you the fuck down.
And another part of which I always think of when I think of that crap and the bucket mentality theory, or metaphor, I also add on to that and being like, and remember that we didn't build the fucking bucket. We didn't build this bucket at all. So it's really no point in even trying to go back to a neighborhood with people who are fighting something that you didn't even create. Don't feel guilty about leaving people in a situation that you didn't create. You didn't create the poverty of your community. And I understand the knee-jerk reaction to wanting to give back. I get it. But he was already doing turkey drives on Thanksgiving. Yeah. Like, at this point, hire someone to do it. Like, hire someone to make these, instead of popping up like, oh, I can just go to the local bakery and barbershop because I'm from the neighborhood. It should have been, I show up on these days when I show up. Okay. And I don't do anything outside of what I am scheduled to do. And I have a team because I am so important to my community. I got to be here.
And you know, it's crazy though, to a certain extent, I feel Nip and I feel Dolph. Like, because even with me, what I'm doing, the shit that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost scary when a nigga know you. You know what I'm saying? So imagine 100 niggas know you and 50 niggas want to take, like 15 niggas want to take you out and they got the opportunity. Them other niggas can't save you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like this. Even when I go out, be like, yo, you show. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Where we know each other from? It'd be like, yo, man, you play my music, da 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 da. Nigga, I don't care how good you've been treating people, bro. My heart always drop, nigga, because you never know. I don't be disrespecting people like that, but you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a cool guy, cool energy and everything like that, but it's just a point, like, nigga, especially with that status, nigga, jewelry, millions and everything, you ain't gotta show off, nigga. I mean, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Do it for the cameras and shit, my nigga, but nigga, use a low-key car. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna get some cookies, use a low key card, take your jewelry off, nigga.
For real.
Nigga, use something else. Nigga, use a card and a nigga use a low key card. That's what Dad said. He said when I go in the hood, you got Billies and shit. This nigga got an old fucked up a Cadillac. He ride with. He was like, yeah, I stay low key because niggas ain't gonna recognize it. They ain't gonna be like, oh, that ain't Dad's riding that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, yeah, you remember that? It was on the DPG DVD. It's just like things to move by. You know, niggas ain't gotta move sloppily. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody with you. And they said, I think he tried to return fire, they said. You know what I'm saying? But couldn't get to it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I had a question. I want to pose a question to anybody in the chat and to you. Like, at what point do you stop feeling like it's your responsibility? Not you, but like the figurative us, right? At what point do we stop feeling like it's our responsibility to always return to the hood? Like, I'm specifically thinking of, okay.
Yeah, she got a pose.
Okay. So I guess I can do this here, right? All right. So like, do we feel an obligation?
She's writing a poll right now, so that way y'all can vote on it. You know what I mean? So y'all can interact. We see y'all. Anybody got anything to say? Y'all can definitely leave a comment, input. You know what I'm saying? Or if anybody want to come in and speak on this subject matter,
there we go.
I can send you the link. You know what I'm saying? If anybody got input, you know what I'm saying, and want to, you know, because we definitely want to make y'all, a part of this shit.
Okay. So the question I posed, it should pop up at some point, but the question that I'm asking is, do we feel an obligation to return to our neighborhoods? Now, I left it really vague like that because I only had 100 characters, but the point that I'm like trying to make is like, if we think of losing Nipsey and losing Young Dolph, we're just going to use those two rappers as an example, because I think if we think of other rappers who have died in LA, it really do be some other kind of stuff, but these two rappers were like a light. They were beacons to their community. So given that they were beacons to their community, do you think it was their jobs? Do we as artists, as people who support artists, is that our jobs? Like, at what point can we go the like Beyonce route? I come to the neighborhood once a year to do a turkey drive. I might only show up during a national crisis. Like, that's it. Otherwise, I'm sending a check in the mail, I'm putting a post on Instagram, and I'm returning back to my house. Like, at what point do we do that? Is that an obligation? Like, what do you think?
Shit, no, like schools is cool, like donating to schools. Like, niggas is grown. Niggas is grown, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, I'm like this is my perspective, because I know, like, we gonna make it to a higher standard, like, well, we already are. We already on a journey.
It's on our way.
So, I'm claiming that. We claim that.
We claim that.
So, for me, no, like, I get scared now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I get scared now, like, just be on some real shit. I'm human. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not to tell you that, like, I could tell you that. So, it's just like, nah, I don't think I would come back. I would be like, yo, Ma, let's get the fuck up out of the city. Let's move you over there, because I don't want to visit you where niggas may know me or know where you stay at. You know what I'm saying? For a compliment or something, not a comment I may have said on the radio or my music or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think I'm going to beef with nobody. But at the end of the day, you got jealous motherfuckers that just don't want to see you make it. Or they feel like they're more talented than you. And they don't even see the work that you put in the background. They just you just appear on a big ass screen of them. Yep. You got lucky. Not even seeing the times you struggled, been broke, the sacrifices you made. They wasn't there for the journey. So as far as them, nigga, I know this nigga. I can put this nigga on. Like once you go back to the hood feel like you owe them more than what you provided. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you putting a city on is the bridge. You feel what I'm saying? You telling people
literally
is the highlight.
Because what happens is the fact that you get on, niggas gonna claim you. That's what always happens. You don't have to come back. Niggas are using you already. As soon as I move, like, to college, whenever I would tell people, oh yeah, I'm from Long Beach, they'd be like, oh, like Snoop. I don't know Snoop. I've met Snoop. I don't know him as a person enough to be like, yeah, Snoop, that's the homie. I don't know Snoop like that. But it's really niggas in Long Beach. I'll be like, yeah, Snoop, my big homie. I played football for him when I was 7. You're 34 now.
Right.
When's the last time you saw Snoop? At football practice when you were 7. But that's the clout that comes with you putting on for a city.
Well, that
was it. That was it.
Okay. Let's
That
get
was
these
it.
comments. You know what I'm saying? I see 20 shout out. You can send money. You can start events or drives without being there. People got to understand the type of money rappers touch. Niggas with money that become a target automatically. Great point. All right, so that's one of the comments. That was a great ass point. All right, so what else we got up in the comments? Let's see. That was by 20. All right. We got okay, let's see what else. I know C Ryder said some shit. C Ryder said some cool shit in here. All right.
That makes me think of when Dolph died at the Beverly Hills Center.
Yeah, and he wasn't even from out here.
He wasn't even from out here, but that just makes me think of like people's attachment to being in the city, like, or being in the hood like that. I'm like, dang, like Dolph didn't even have to go out like that, but that's LA politics. Like, that's really hood politics. It travels everywhere. So I'm like, why, when you get on, do you still have to hold on to that shit? Why? Like, Kendrick never gets seen as someone who pulled out of the community because of the balance that he builds in the community. You see Kendrick in the hood once a year. Once a year. He show up for the TDE show in Watts. He do 2 songs and he's out.
Facts.
Like,
and most niggas that you know can't even get in.
And most niggas that went to school with Kendrick, that might have fought with Kendrick on the playground as a kid, can't even get in.
They moved the niggas out, they litter out.
They sure did. They moved the whole hood out of the Knicks and the Downs. Sure did. But it's more so like the hood comes out, we support Kendrick and we respect the boundary that it is. And you know, and we love it, we love Kendrick, and we let Kendrick have that balance. Same with anybody else. But it's like at a certain point, maybe they don't get to leave.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're never really fully out. Maybe we're just imagining a perception of them having the opportunity to leave. And maybe they aren't.
All right. So another comment. Go to young Dolph IG. He was promoting his new album.
This summer, in his words, you can't provide for your family without money. You can't make money without sacrifices. His own words, he was sacrificing.
Oh, damn, that's deep. I like this in research shit, how we can pull up comments.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
damn,
really crazy.
That's deep.
But people always say things like that when someone dies, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not. Well, I'm gonna be where I'm at, is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be where I'm at, and rest in peace to young Dolph. Like, man, that's a terrible way to go out, to go in and get some cookies for your mama. Like, he didn't deserve that at all. His wife actually has a nonprofit that helps for communities whose children are struggling with like feeding after being born. Some mothers struggle with breastfeeding after their babies are born. Apparently, a lot of mothers, if not all mothers, don't produce breast milk for like the first 7 to 11 days. So it just teaches moms how to get used to that, and how parents and families can support their babies who are trying to learn how to gain weight. So with all of that being said, please support young Dolph's wife. Thank you. Please support young Dolph's wife, and donate if you see any GoFundMe's, which I pray to God we don't. I pray that after driving a Lamborghini.
He said he independent. He turned down young Gotti, what's his name? So hopefully, they said he owns his own master, so hopefully they shouldn't even have to do that.
I'm praying that young Dolph's family does not need to have a GoFundMe, because if you were driving a Lamborghini, a camouflage wrapped Lamborghini through the hood with confidence, I am praying that there is a life insurance policy to help this family with this terrible tragedy, because.
And Burb said, I'm holding the Turkey Drive my way, 24th. I got security. Smart man.
Have security.
Like, please. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes as artists and like people, we get naive.
Yeah.
They see that like we on our way up, and we don't even know what people see because we've been ourselves our whole life.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So you got people that been, like Boosie said, grew up with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? From the day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was in preschool and shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've been doing the same shit, but you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, so they think you just ignoring them. Yeah. Meanwhile, you just trying to build your own brand or your own shit, or you just like not even knowing. You don't even talk to your homies like that because you be so in your world. You know what I mean?
And your homies respect it. That's the part they don't get.
So, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, be careful in your own hood, bro. It be the niggas that you know that want to kill you. You know what I mean? When you make it. You know, let's see what else that we got. She said, 20 said Jay-Z wouldn't even go to the block. What up, Reds? What up? All right, so shout out to everybody up in here. You know what I mean? But
I low-key feel like Jay-Z probably can't.
no, he probably can't.
He probably can't. Like, oh yeah, that's what he said. Jay-Z could never go back to the block. Well, I didn't say it. They did.
He said he started his own label. Dolph started his own label in 2010. Okay, so they said 50% said yes.
Okay, so 50% of people say that is that there's an obligation to return to our neighborhoods, and then 50%. Yeah, I think I think that's a perfect way to describe really how we all feel. Yeah, it's really we're all torn. I was talking about a couple episodes ago. Remember when we had Frank on, and I was saying how I think our community has poor boundaries. We never get to stay anywhere. We always have to move around. So if you think about like Black people in general, we are constantly gentrified and moved around and shuffled around. And when you finally get to lay down some roots where your kids can go to the same house that you grew up in to visit their grandmother, it's like you don't want to lose out on that. You don't want to miss out on that. You don't want to leave that behind. You know what I mean? You don't want to uproot what every generation worked so hard for to establish in that neighborhood, given what we know to happen in our neighborhoods, which is we get pushed out, you know, opportunities, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, it's like, when we think of other communities, I feel like they get the fuck on. But their communities don't look like ours. Their neighborhoods don't look like ours. Thank you. They do get to come home for the holidays.
Man.
You know? I mean, honestly, I don't know a lot of white celebrities that leave their families back in, you know, Kentucky. They're like, hey mom, I'm moving to, you know, LA. And they go get their mom a cute little condo too.
Right. And then it's funny though, you don't hear this shit with other races now that you mentioned, like other genres of music.
Where they're like, I felt a requirement, like a need to go back to my community. I don't see that. That,
and you don't hear that shit, them getting killed in their own area.
Yeah, their beef is not like that.
That's crazy.
That's really wild. I'm like, why does this only happen to us, you know? And I remember hearing a rumor, and this is truly just a rumor. I don't know how true this is, about like, anybody remember that? Like, oh, there was a secret meeting with rappers where they talked about how we're going to destroy the Black community through rap music. And it's like, as much as you want to feel like it's a fake story, shit like this makes it feel like shit like that is real. It's like, as much as I want to feel like, that's some bull. Well, who would use rap music to control an entire population to convince them that they have imaginary beefs with people they grew up with?
Why do you think that created the Boondocks?
You know what I mean? So it's like, damn. The Boondocks, man. When they used to have a comic strip.
But the Boondocks, I feel like will be the perfect era to have. I'm mad about that shit. I still always reference that because it always, even though it was funny, it gave like a bridge to the funny where you can actually understand where it make you think. You know what I mean? Like, and that was so genius. Because it's like a lot of people don't like a lot of niggas didn't read the Boondocks. Like, I wasn't a nigga to read the Boondocks. You feel what I mean? And a couple of the homies was like, man, I can't wait till that show come on. I'm like, what the fuck is it about? And when I saw it, I was like, oh, these niggas is hilarious. But I understood what they were saying, even though I wasn't the one reading about it and shit like that. I'm like, yo, that's deep as fuck. Like, niggas do act like this. Like, rappers do act like that. When they was talking about the man bag, you know what I'm saying? The little blicky bag. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of foreshadowing what was gonna go on in the rap game 10 years ago before that shit even happened. Like, niggas was like, nah, that's weird. Like, you know, niggas ain't about to, like, you know what I'm saying? And now today, at times evolved, and that's the thing that's happening. Yo,
but you know what you just made me realize?
What's that?
You describing the Boondocks from your perspective just made me realize what happened in rap. Because Aaron Magruder was right. That was always going to happen. At some point, based on what my brain just processed, I'll tell y'all, that was going to fucking happen. Because gay people cannot hide forever. Like you can't when you are honest about, oh, okay, I am a gay person and this is how I dress. I cannot hide who I am.
That's why we accept C. Ryder.
I thought you were gonna say Lil Nas X. Because I love C. Ryder. Don't let him get you like that, C. Ryder. Hit him back. Hit him back. What do you say? What do you say?
Jab back, baby.
Jab back.
What do you call him? Jimmy Fox? Jab back, baby. Jab back.
Don't let him get you like that, C. Ryder.
No, shout out to C. Ryder.
Yeah, but I feel like that might be. Look, Jelly said elbow call. No, but like that makes me feel like there was going to be a crossover between what's his name, Thugnificent, and what's that other nigga name? Gangstalicious. It was gonna be a bridge between Thugnificent and Gangstalicious. Gangstalicious represented the old rap, and Thugnificent represented new rap. But who was the actual gay rapper?
None about Thugnificent.
Gangstalicious was the actual gay rapper. Thugnificent wasn't actually gay.
What?
I don't remember Thugnificent actually being gay. I just remember him wearing skirts and purses.
I don't think he did. That was Gangstalicious.
No, Gangstalicious was in the beginning. That was the one who kissed the dude after the hospital. Yeah. But Thugnificent was the one with the puffs who looked like Ludacris, right?
Right.
I don't remember him being gay. I just remember him wearing a dress and having a purse. That's why Riley was wearing the cute little skirt thing he was wearing. Like, you don't remember when Thugnificent started wearing the purse?
No, that was Gangstalicious.
Really? Yeah. I thought that was Thugnificent. No. I thought Gangstalicious.
Gangstalicious was the gangster
thug rapper for sure.
Yeah, no, it was Gangstalicious was the nigga that was doing all the licious shit.
I remember that, but I remember Thugnificent having the purse. I remember seeing the puffs with the purse.
No, Gangstalicious. See, exactly. Look.
No, Gangstalicious was sus. Yeah. I remember that. You had to put the comment up.
Yeah, I know I was right. Look. Right. The first time I met his right his relationship.
First of all, I never said he was wrong. I agree that Gangstalicious was the one who was kissing dude after he got saved from the hospital with Riley. He was like, "Oh, these niggas busted slide. Oh, these niggas gay." I remember that. But I also remember the purse episode being way later in the series with a rapper that had puffs, whose name was Thugnificent. Am I tripping? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
you continue.
Thugnificent was the one with Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes. It was the gangster niggas. You just mad because your ass is old. You know, Roddy was obsessed with the rappers, and that was Gangstalicious was one of the other rappers that he was obsessed with.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, but no, it's just funny how the rap game has changed, though. You know what I'm saying? How people evolve. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas went from sagging to tight jeans to, you know what I'm saying, and all kind of other shit. You know what I mean? But like she said, it couldn't hide itself. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, got Lil Nas X. But you know what I mean? Lil Nas X, I can respect Lil Nas X. At least he being him. You know what I'm saying? You got rappers that came from the 90s and 2000s that wouldn't even pull a Lil Nas X stuff that'll really be who they are. They talk about all the women in the world, diamonds and pearls and stuff like that. But they mislead you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They be misleading. At least I know I don't fuck with Lil Nas X. I know I don't fuck with Lil Nas X. And it's not because what he talking about. Well, it is what he talking about. I ain't gonna lie.
Homophobia is real.
First of all,
that nigga got off on that album.
Look,
that nigga ate.
I don't.
Lil Nas X ate. He ate.
Look, I respect him, but I'm not about to listen to a Lil Nas X album. I'm not about to listen to his. I don't listen to Monica.
Yeah, you don't listen to Monica because that's misogyny. Keep going. Yeah, listen more reasons.
But I listen to Minnie Riperton. I listen to classic shit. I listen to Lady of Rage.
Okay.
Like, how's that misogynistic?
No, I was just pointing out that the reason why, this is what I said in that last episode, men don't listen to women artists because they be feeling like, ooh, I don't want to feel too much like a bad bitch. I get it. Monica has some good ass albums.
I listen to Hardcore. Hardcore is one of my favorite albums. You just said that on the podcast.
I did. I wasn't. This is my response. This would be my response to not you. We're pretending like we just having a connection, a conversation. Yeah, damn. Like I was saying. Keep going. What are you talking about? You said you wouldn't listen to a Lil Nas X album. I said Lil Nas X 8.
So you can't say it's homophobia just because I want to listen to it. I want to listen to a 6ix9ine album. What's that, snitchophobia?
No, that's homophobia too.
You stupid. You know what I'm I'm saying? Like, I don't like.
I call it like I see it. No, but I get it. Lil Nas X's music isn't for everybody though.
Yeah, he said, yeah, gay ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, it doesn't. No, I was just joking about that.
No. The reason, look, he said, look, he was like, here, music.
Here's my take on the Nas. Yeah, he gave it on the music side. He got some catchy shit. You know, for real. He got some cute. I think his songs are cute, but we also have to remember Lil Nas X is class of like 2017 or something like that. Like his music is perfect for his generation. You know, this is what a random thought I had. Lil Nas X generation's music sounds like what ringtones sound like when we were kids. Like everything's like everything's all fun and like, you know, bubblegum and poppy. I wouldn't listen to it all the time, but I thought his album was really good. I thought it was well.
You said go fuck with it. See what she said. His album was fire. Go fuck with it. Okay.
Yeah, his album was really good.
But you know what though? It's not even like, because YG, for instance, like my dad put me on YG.
Right.
Do you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's not like me is like I said, it's nothing against Lil Nas X. Like I'm saying, for me, it was just like YG, okay, tooted and booted nigga. Like you feel what I'm saying?
A lot of niggas wasn't fucking with tooted and booted. They were like, what?
You know what I'm saying? My Crazy Life was a dope ass album. My dad said, you ain't heard the YG album? And my dad listened to rap. You know, he put me on rap. So I'm like, oh, let me see. You know, I used to listen to Too Short at the age of 3. They probably are younger than that in car seats and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, all right, let me take his opinion. Because he know what kind of music I like. Like Tupac is because of him. But I bumped out. I was like, oh, okay, this nigga kind of nice.
And let me get this last comment. We don't listen to women rappers because they talk about dick.
Who said that? Somebody.
The last comment. Hey Joey, what do you think men rap about?
Where is that? I'm trying to put it up.
It's at the bottom. Down. Scroll. It's the second to last. Above Jelly. Yeah. Joey, what do you think men rap about? What do you think So I Let Her Lick the Rapper was about? What do you think men say when they say hoes on my dick in any song? Whose dick do you think they're referring to if they're not talking about their own dick? How come? That's interesting. Y'all talk a lot about
Joey said, got it.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I rap about.
Like, that's literally, Show talks about his dick in every single song. So you know what women rap about? Dick. Like, is it in you? Yeah. It's a thing. That's what they be rapping about. Why not? If it makes the men famous to rap about dick, why wouldn't the women rap about dick? Makes perfect sense to me.
Look, nigga got like nigga said, wait, you got a point.
Yeah.
You got a point. I love this shit. Look, girl, you got a point, lady.
What do you think? Like, what do you think we're rapping about? Like, doesn't make any sense. What do you want women to rap? What do you want women to rap about? I'm curious. So, because as a woman rapper, I perform. Here's the delusion of men who interact with women rappers, right? I performed at South by Southwest. Like South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. I had 3 performances at South by Southwest. The same year the Anderson .Paak was there. The same year Don Cheadle was there with Robert Glasper. Yeah, I was there. I performed. I got off the stage and a man stopped me and was like, you know what? I would have changed this so in the second verse. And I was like, nigga, you do it in your South by Southwest performance. Oh, wait, you're an audience member. Like, y'all can't tell women, oh, we don't listen to y'all because y'all rap about dick. And you listen to men who rap about dick all day. Like, I ain't never had my dick sucked by a man before, but you gonna be the first. You little, what is it? What is the bar?
Bitch asshole.
You little bitch asshole. That's a whole bar from a gangster rapper.
He was like,
my whole crew got big dicks. What is Snoop saying?
He said, hey, the road's protected by niggas with big dicks, AKs, and 187 skills.
How do you know your friends got big dicks, bro? How'd they get in the group? How'd they get? What was the criteria? Nah, bro. Nope, can't make it. Wait, do you need more time? Come back in 5 minutes, okay? Let's see your best. That's your best. You can't get in. Like, and you want to fucking, what did he say? Wait, put his comment up. Put his comment up. I like women. What does it say? I like women, so I don't want to hear about no penis. The math isn't mathing. The 2 + 2 isn't 4ing.
Oh, my nigga Joey from Long Beach too. That's funny.
Oh, never mind. Cause never mind. Long Beach niggas don't know what people say about Long Beach niggas. Wait, Jelly said, but you listen to dudes rap about penis asking for a friend. You listen to Too Short? What do you think Too Short is rapping about? Okay. You listen to Too Short? Bet she can't wiggle like that with a dick in her. What was that you said? What was that? Bitch, shake that monkey. That you can't wiggle like that with a dick in her. What did you think he said? I'm from Northside. Keep it coming. Same, baby. We speaking the same language like a synonym. Same. But once again, bet she can't. What was he? What, I wonder what the original lyric was. Bet she can't wiggle like that on college tuition. Because I guess men aren't rapping about dick either. What did he say? I mean, shit, the female rappers get very explicit with it, though. Have y'all heard of Cupcake? I love Cupcake. Cupcake is great. Cupcake be saying some crazy. But this is the thing. Y'all talk about how women be too explicit. Who wrote Lil' Kim's first album? A man wrote Lil' Kim's first album.
Hey, on my mama, that album I listen to like probably like twice a month. Like where I be in Lil' Kim's zone. Biggie wrote Lil' Kim album though, and that was like one of the nastiest albums before Nasty even came out with women rappers, bro. No, I know the history. I think I might have told her that.
You did.
Yeah, I told her.
You did.
Yeah, because
you literally told me that. So that's what blew my mind as a woman rapper, because there was some shit that before we got together that I didn't know. He taught me a lot of game about shit. And as I'm listening, I'm putting pieces together, and I'm like, these niggas have always told me they don't want to listen to women rappers, and Lil' Kim's first album was written by a man. And I've never forgotten that, because I'm like, nah, niggas be lying. Like, so like the point that you're making is, it's not that you don't want to hear women rap about riding dick, is that or hear women rap about dick. You'd rather hear men rap about dick. You would rather Biggie had been rapping hardcore. That's what you just told me with that exactly. As much as you think you got me, no, I got yourself. You'd rather hear a man talk about everything Lil' Kim said on hardcore, and that's perplexing to me. Because that album is very explicit to a lot of sex about and with men. And I don't want to hear Biggie. But I also heard Biggie say,
hey, Biggie weird. Biggie weird. No, that's different.
I also heard Christopher Wallace say, you look so good.
Look, he already said it. Bro,
y'all just remind me that Biggie bar.
Biggie's a weird individual.
But Biggie's, what you talking about? That's top 5.
Wait. They said Biggie. Wait, they said that Biggie. They said Biggie used to get naked and do the butterfly and call his homeboys in the hallway while he would do the butterfly to the girl, asshole naked. That's what Lil' Kim said.
So, like I said, Aaron McGruder made a point when he made you said Gangsta-licious was the one with the purse. Yeah. He was right. It was gonna be a bridge. A bridge was gonna get crossed at some point. I think he meant he don't want to hear another man rapping about sucking dick. No, that's not what he said.
No, I agree.
Oh, another man. No, of course, not another man. No, because, I mean, let me rephrase that. In the perspective of what we're talking about, like in the hardcore album, you would not want to hear a Biggie perform the hardcore album because it's already embedded in y'all's mind as being a Lil' Kim album.
Oh, no, he said no, he agreed.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, you're right. What I was going to say, though, is there are a lot of male rappers who rap just like have albums that sound just like Lil' Kim. One of them, his name is, I be using his audio all the time on TikTok. His name is im.mark, and I think Mark is with 2 Ks. And he has a really cute song, and it's airing all the DL niggas out, but it's really cute. Like, I listen to it 3, 4, 5 times a week, like, and I use it on my TikTok all the time. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like as if we are people who consume music, we can't bring our biases into music enough to keep us from listening to everything unless we're going to keep our biases everywhere. Like, we got to keep it a bean. We can't be like, oh, no, I support this community, but I don't listen to their music. That's not a thing. You either support them or you don't. You know, that's genuinely what I feel, because we can't pretend like we don't have people around us that aren't of different communities, disabled, LGBT community, who are different races, who want to do things and want to include us in their journeys. And they don't want to hear us say that we don't support them because, oh, we don't listen to this because we don't want to be a part of this. It's like, okay, then how many of your homies are you missing out on, like, in their authenticity? Were you looking for that?
That was some scissors.
Oh. Yeah, like, how many artists are you missing out on in your authenticity if you're waiting for them to be the perfect kind of artist for you? It's like, let's let our biases be what they are. I don't listen to these artists for these reasons. Me, I just said this on my show on Monday. I stream Everybody Black. Even if I don't listen to the album, you won't get a stream from me. Like, I'll play it even if I'm not listening to it. The volume might be turned down because of, like, it may not, just how Show was saying, he may not listen to Lil Nas X album, but the comments were like, hey, you might be missing out, bro. Like, he may listen to the album, think the songs are cool, and never listen to it again. I'd be the same way. I'd be like, oh, this is cool. I can see why people like it, and move on. But you got no shame for me, because we need Black artists to stay. We need more Black artists. You know what I mean? We need us to be artistic so that we can thrive in this industry, because currently
the industry is just
we're dying. Like, we're talking about Young Dolph. We're dying in this industry. We are. Young Dolph died today. We lost him. We're dying in this industry. Like,
and it seemed like the more Black artists die, the more white artists they put up.
Come on.
Or plants. No disrespect to any
or
white
plants,
people,
yeah.
but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, it's like one Black artist died, they bring two more white artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be funny because, you know, as Black people, we accepting of all cultures. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To somebody focus over, like, what the fuck happened, bro?
Exactly.
But we don't blame the culture, we blame the individual.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak for all Black people, because some Black people do that. You know what I'm saying? Just like they got racist white people, racist Black people, racism, whatever. So I'm speaking about, discrimination is discrimination. But what was my boss? So basically, it's just like, you know, it's the rap game is basically like gangbanging to me. If you look at it, like they'll accept a white person in a Black gang. You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But they won't accept any other races in the KKK.
And that's exactly to speak to the point of why you got an artist like Ariana Grande that can bounce between hip hop and R&B and pop, and she can do all that shit. And Normani, who is an authentic pop star, doesn't get that same shine. They don't accept Black people in white spaces, but we accept white people in Black spaces.
That's a good point. But my point was Lil Nas X and country music.
Yeah, they didn't welcome him openly.
You feel what I'm
Beyonce
saying?
and country music. Even Beyonce. Beyonce's Daddy's Issues is a country song. She went to perform it on CMT. They promoted the Country Music Awards as having Beyonce, used her clout. And as soon as she performed, they snatched her off the website. All the promotional materials that included Beyonce, they deleted as soon as she got off stage with Dixie Chicks. Immediately.
And I'm not hating on the white artists. I'm just observing of what the culture is. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just got eyes. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I understand everybody's artist. Eminem is a dope ass artist. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not taking that away from him. But at the end of the day, it's just like, yo, we lost Biggie. Like, we lost, you know what I'm saying? Pac. We lost Big Jam Master, Big L.
The way we lost ODB makes me think of how Young Dolph went out. Because ODB got ran up on in his apartment, and that's why he started carrying a gun.
Oh, yeah.
And then he got a gun charge, so he stopped carrying his gun, but he was wearing a bulletproof vest in LA, and that's how he got that last charge. Then he went to jail, he broke out of jail, performed, and died. The stress of having to figure out how to protect himself because he got attacked in his community first. Like, he said he started carrying a gun because somebody ran up on him in his house while he was asleep. While he was ODB, like, we lost ODB from the chain of events stemmed from an attack in his own home, in his own community. You know what I mean? And it led to him being so stressed out. ODB couldn't get back over that hump. He got out of jail and just couldn't, and died of a heart attack. But if ODB would have had protection, security, there would have been no gun charge because ODB didn't feel like he needed to carry a gun before that happened. He didn't feel like he needed to protect himself from anything. He said that in plenty of interviews. But because of needing to be in the hood or not being able to get out of the hood, we losing all these artists. But white artists get to come and go as they please. They get to live long careers. They get to actually burn out.
Right.
White artists get to actually burn out.
Before we go to Jelly comment, look, that's exactly what C. Ryder said. C.
Ryder said, right there.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Yeah, or suicide. Yeah. You don't hear about white artists getting in a shootout? Can you fucking imagine Justin Bieber was shot 12 times in a shootout with fucking Jake Paul? Like, that sounds like a Marvel movie. It sounds fucking ridiculous. Can you imagine Jake Paul and Justin Bieber in a shootout? Sounds fucking ridiculous. They would never. Can you imagine Robert Downey Jr. shoots John Travolta? Like, wouldn't that sound fucking crazy? The one time I did hear that happen was that comedian, that really funny white comedian in the 90s. And he was in like a love triangle thing with another comedian and he got shot. And he was in like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and then he got shot like a few months after that. That was the one time I ever heard of a white artist or actor or anything in some crazy shit and getting shot. Like, pal, what? Can you fucking imagine if we lost Justin Bieber to gun violence? Do you know what Canada would do? Because Justin Bieber's Canadian. I gotta remember that. Like, there's no fucking way. And you gotta remember Drake is also white. Can you imagine if we lost Drake to gun violence? I'm only laughing because he's not really a hood member. But he has no hood to return to. So if Drake got shot in the hood, how ridiculous that sounds. What are you doing there? That should not happen to anybody but us, and that shit is unfair.
Yeah, no, that's real.
That's really unfair.
If anybody got any questions, we can definitely put them up. You know what I'm saying? We can answer them and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't even know we could do that shit. Like, that shit is fire. I like that shit. Yeah, I like that. If anybody want to, they can hit the Cash App to donate to the platform, or we'll be going live in maybe 10 minutes, you know, to do the reviews and shit like that. Shout out to all the people in here. Like, y'all really came here fucking. I fuck with y'all. Make sure y'all check out my girl page too. And follow me on everything. I just went viral on TikTok again. Oh yeah, she got like 300,000 on TikTok today. Oh, I'm up to 400,000. 400,000, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. She always going viral like at least once or twice a year or some shit. Yeah, so follow me on TikTok. Okay, let me see. What's up? All right, too many artists are dying by jealousy, feeling someone has to owe them. Yep. Yep. All right, my boy UPA Radio said, words and music cast spells. Name another genre of music that sings about their destruction. Rock music. Yeah. Rock does. Blues. Yeah. All music. Yeah, all music sings about their destruction. It's about how does it translate into the community, right? So if we think of rock music, which came from Black people, also singing about our pain, rock music manifests in drug overdoses, because it's internalized pain. It's not, not many of the songs inflict violence on other people. And when they do, they hide it in such a way you'd never know. Like that song that was popular in 2011, Pumped Up Kicks. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, better run. That's a song about a school shooting. So that's how they do it. Soulja Boy dropped a diss today to Young Dolph. After he died? Let's see about this. Oh, no. Hey, no, that's another thing. I'm glad he did say that, my boy. That brings me back to Soulja Boy. Nigga. Matter of fact, I can pull that up, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of foreshadowed that shit last week, so that's what I'm going to do. 7 days ago. 7 days ago, basically just like, nigga, did you get, you know what? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, baby. Let me see if I can find it. What he said. Damn. I'm going to see if I can find a little clip of it. I think that's going to be the one. Oh, it's 11 minutes, though. Damn. He even went on live. DM me the address you have. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's the right. I don't know if it's the right. Listen, I just don't want to be putting nothing up on there, and it's not because we ain't pre-see it. You know what I mean? I know what you're talking about. But yeah, that's fucked up. You know? He dropped a disc like a record or what? Is your Twitter connected to here? My Twitter?
Yeah.
What you mean?
To your laptop. Like, can I tweet you?
Yeah,
can you pull it up?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's fucked up though, because damn, like I could even hear a rapper say like, oh, like he went to go get his mom some cookie. Like them niggas is disrespectful as fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? You already seen how they did with Duck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta hear that. Like, nigga, what the fuck? But yeah, that was fucked up. I just say what he said. He was basically like, you up there trying to be for me? Did your car just get shot up like 100 times? Da, 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 da. Like, damn,
I just
nigga.
sent it to you in your DMs on Twitter.
Okay.
It's a video.
It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how the fuck do you foreshadow a nigga death like within like a week?
7 days.
You feel me?
Sidebar, this is off topic, and please forgive me if it's a little insensitive. When did Soulja Boy get these fucking braids? Like, these beads? Oh, I thought he was the first rapper to do everything.
All right.
I thought he was the first rapper to do everything.
Yeah, let's go ahead and watch this video real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this up real quick. Let's see. Go to Twitter. There we go. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, well, maybe not.
Yeah, I got it.
It's your DMs.
I ain't got shit in my DMs.
Oh, okay.
I don't be checking them. You still got messages in there.
So I was just saying.
I'll be checking that shit.
You tripping, nigga. Who are you? Oh, Big Draco. I don't give a fuck about no Dolph, Geeky God, PR, none of that shit. Nigga, this SOD money game, and we will not tolerate no disrespect. All I do is respond with a troll. So you can troll me and say you was the first rapper, which my way, you doing something first. But I can't troll you and say you ain't independent, you really signed.
Oh, I thought you told him to pull up and smoke then.
The nigga said, they jumped in my DMs and said, nigga, wait till we see you. Nigga, this is the. I don't want to say what they started. So nigga, what? Nigga, what? Ain't you the nigga getting shot out 100 times, nigga? Ain't you the nigga got shot, nigga, in Hollywood? That nigga running out the hotel, nigga. Don't, nigga, go around the niggas who shot at you first, nigga, before you come at me talking about some fucking. You gonna see me? You ain't gonna do shit to me, nigga. You know who the fuck on me is, nigga? You tripping, nigga. Who are you? Oh, Big Draco. I don't give a fuck about no Dolph, Geeky God, PR, none of that shit. This SOD money game, and we will not tolerate no disrespect.
That shit.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Do you want to put this other tweet? You want to see this other video?
Yeah.
It's only 20 seconds long. I DM'd it to you.
Yeah. Oh, DM'd
Yeah, it's the link that's after. Because what? If you take what we just saw with what I'm looking at right now.
This one right here?
It's a link. There's a blue link. You see where it says, right there.
Where?
Oh, did they make it private? No, it's not private. That's just on. What the hell? It's not private. I'm gonna send it again. Try again. What the hell's going on?
It's because they say you aren't able to view them.
Oh, their page must be private.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
I'm gonna just pull up the audio then.
You know, now he's talking, I still ain't got an address yet, though. I bet $100,000 you won't give me an address. How about that? Got 100K cash. Look, DM me the address, you can have all this on my hand. How about that? I put 100.
Damn. So they're saying that Soulja Boy went on his live, and it's implied that he said, "Send me Dolph's address." What does it say? Real question.
When you said about his braids, real question. When he became gangster.
That's the real question. No, that's the real question. Because I feel like a lot of rappers made that transition out of nowhere. And then remember I told you, like I said that I feel like that conversation, every time I see stuff like this, I always go back to that conversation that they say that they had where they are going to use rap music to destroy the community. And as much as I want to believe it's fake, it's a fake story, you know, it's some rumor that's been spread down for years. When I think of this transition of a lot of rappers, when we think of Soulja Boy, just like you asking, when did he become a gangster? When did Drake become a gangster? We saw Drake on Degrassi. We were there. I feel the same way about Arnez on what's his name?
Oh, the Blood.
When did you become a on The Martin Luther King movie.
You saw that with 3J?
With 3J. What are you talking about?
I had that shit on VHS.
She said, I carry my flag with me, nigga. What? When? Like, so that's the part that I be making. Like, when did you become a gangster? Yeah. Really, truly. When did become a gangster like become so popularized? Like, we always knew that it was weird to fake being a gangster.
Right.
We all knew that it was weird, but like, that's just weird. Because the same thing is happening with Justin Bieber. He, you know,
Watts doing push-ups with
right,
the bloods.
With the bloods. What the fuck was that? I get my peaches out in Georgia. I get my weed from California. Do you?
He was just talking about niggas, and then when he was a baby.
And rapping about Jesus Christ. I mean, singing about Jesus Christ with a guitar in your lap.
Yeah.
But now you get your weed from California. All right. If it floats your boat.
That nigga should have got jumped in Watts. But yeah, you already know what it is, man.
Reparations.
Hell yeah.
This was great.
Yeah, I love y'all, man. You already know what it is. We're about to go to a music review. So if y'all got music, y'all might as well send that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out my girl page. You know,
yeah, check me out.
I'm gonna add it to the end of the video. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all share the video. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure y'all like the video. You know, thumbs up.
And share it.
Share it. You know what I mean?
Share it to Facebook.
And Instagram.
And Twitter.
Yup, and all that LinkedIn.
Tag us on Twitter.
Hell yeah. And your Christian Mingle.
I don't want to be on Christian Mingle, but Christians.
Yeah. Hey, they need to hear this shit. But yeah, love y'all. Hey, we're about to go right back up though, like literally like 5, well, probably like less than that, like 2 minutes.
Yup.
So yeah, love y'all.
This was great.
Love y'all. Oh yeah. We out. Peace. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, The Real DJ Show. Ain't very well.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.